Hi, good morning from Terminal 1 of Singapore's Changi Airport. Join me today as I board a Scoot flight to the Malaysian island of Penang. Scoot, as most locals would know, is the budget sister airline of Singapore Airlines. So I've already checked in online, so all I have to do is approach those terminals on the right and print out my boarding pass. So thanks to the automated immigration clearance, I was through in less than a minute and headed to gate C17, where the boarding time was 7:15 a.m. for this 8 a.m. flight. The queue at C17 was quite long, but in spite of that, the security check went smoothly. We were soon queuing up to go into the aircraft, an Airbus A320, and in spite of it being a bit slow, I found my seat 4A and settled down. Whilst waiting, I glanced through the Scoot Cafe menu to look at the food on offer, but in the end decided against it as the flight would take about an hour and a couple of minutes. Not enough time to really sit back and enjoy it. I'm about 1.7 meters tall, and for a budget airline, I found the leg room to be very comfortable. Before long, we had pushed back on the taxiway and headed for the runway. Soon after takeoff, we were heading north and were passing the Straits of Johor. We then headed in a northwest direction heading towards Penang. Good progress, and about 9 a.m. we were already lining up for the Penang International Airport runway. By the way, this area where the airport is located is called Bayan Lepas. And when the airport was built back in 1935, it was known as the Bayan Lepas International Airport. After 1979, when the airport underwent major improvements, it was renamed the Penang International Airport.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Penang. We are pleased to announce that we have arrived early. Please note that there's no time difference between Singapore and Penang. The local time now is 8 minutes past 9 in the morning. Charging of portable electronic devices are not allowed during taxi. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt signs are turned off or advised by the crew.
That was a decent flight, so now we'll head to immigration and customs. That was our aircraft for today. Not to worry, they do have a lift in case you need one. And eventually I reached immigration. And here we are at arrival. So after a quick look around, I made my way out and headed towards where the buses would be parked. So we got to make a left turn up ahead. we've got to walk right to the end to catch our bus. It's normally 401 or 401E. So this is the place where you wait for the bus. This particular bus wasn't the one, by the way. So finally I was on the bus. As I understand it from one of the other bus drivers, they say the bus comes every 20 minutes. The fare was about 270 ringgit. So that was very reasonable for something like about an hour's journey. So this bus which I caught was the 401, which as I later understood was not the fastest way to get to the town centre, but nevertheless it was the first one that came along, so I just grabbed it. Incidentally, I could have of course taken a Grab ride-hailing service or taken a normal taxi, but as I understand it, it would have cost me about 20-30 ringgit, so I thought I'll try this method out and see how it worked out. So thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I hope to see you in the next one where I can show you the Penang town itself. Bye!